In the tutorial, we'll walk through the process of lighting and shading a scene like this. Our goal is to achieve a look that feels simple but yet polished, where certain elements stand out with a strong emission. To do that, we'll explore a method that uses a background plane to help support and enhance the radiation light in the scene. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to like and subscribe. And if anything comes along the way, don't hesitate to drop your question in the comments. We will start from this basic scene, set up in a previous tutorial. If you would like to learn how to create it, you can check out the earlier tutorial. Links in the description. From here, let's take a moment to organize our workspace, so everything is easier to manage. We'll set up the interface to keep a material property, a shader editor, and a 3D viewport for the camera. With that set, we can begin by applying a general material across all elements to establish a solid starting point. Once we've created the material, we will head into the shader view and add a color node. Then connect it both to the base color and the emission color inputs. After that, we'll select all elements in the scene and link them to this material. Next, we can bring in the camera. Once it's added, we rotate and position it until everything is in the frame. Then run a quick render to make sure everything is looking as expected. With that in place, we will start refining the material. We will begin by setting the emission strength to 1 and choose a color that leans toward a pale and soft cyan. This gives us a clean and cohesive base to build from. Once we are happy with the starting point, we can move to the background by adding a sample plane, assigning it a material and setting its color to a dark gray to help the emission stand out. After the render, we'll notice that the plane is too close and interfering with other objects. To fix that, we would simply push it back. To take things further, in render settings, we will change the render engine to cycles, set the device to GPU compute, and bring the max samples up to 512. Next, we will introduce a bit of variation to help certain elements stand out more clearly. We will start by selecting one of the objects and duplicating its material. Then, in the shader editor, we'll adjust the color and set the emission to 20 to give it a stronger glow. As we do this, we will begin to notice how the brighter elements interact with the background. To enhance that contrast even further, we can lower the intensity of the base material. Let's bring that material emission down to around 0.8. Once that adjustment is in place, we can link the material to the rest of the elements. Now, let's introduce a third level of variation to push the depth a bit further. We will use this element as it visually overlaps with the points just above and reduce its emission to around 0.2. From here, we can fine-tune the overall contrast by adjusting the background material.